A warm welcome to you all on this beautiful morning. By God's grace, hope you're all safe and fine at home. May God bless and keep you healthy and wealthy. In our Standard 11th English textbook, Unit 3 Prose, we have a lesson, Forgetting, written by the author Robert Lind. The author Robert Wilson Lind, who lived between 1879 and 1949. An Irish writer, he is one of the greatest essayists of the 20th century. He began his career as a journalist. He penned numerous articles for the leading newspapers and magazines like Daily News, The New Statesman, and Nation. His essays cover a wide range of simple and interesting topics. They are humorous and delightful. Robert Lind was awarded with an honorary literary doctorate by Queen's University, Belfast in 1947. He was also honored by the Royal Society of Literature with a silver medal and by the Sunday Times with a gold medal for belles lettres. In his essay Forgetting, Robert Lind takes a humorous look at the nature and effects of forgetfulness. So the author Robert Lind, who lived between 1879 and 1949, was an Irish writer, greatest essayist in the 20th century. First, he began his career as a journalist, writing journals like newspapers and magazines. He penned numerous articles. Penned means composed or wrote numerous articles. Daily News, The New Statesman, and Nation, in all these leading newspapers and magazines he wrote. His essays cover wide range of simple interesting topics. So whatever is written, he wrote in a simple and very interesting manner. And all that he wrote were humorous and delightful. Delightful, very happy to watch or to read. So Robert Lind was awarded with an honorary literary doctorate by Queen's University in Belfast in 1947. He was honored by the Royal Society of Literature with a silver medal and by the Sunday Times with a gold medal. And in his essay Forgetting, he takes a humorous look at the nature and what are the outcome, what are the drawbacks of forgetfulness. The plus and minus of forgetfulness he tries to explain in this lesson, Forgetting. Let's learn the gist of the lesson. Khalil Gibran was a Lebanese American writer, poet, and visual artist. He quotes, "Remembrance is a form of meeting, and forgetfulness is a form of freedom." So according to Khalil Gibran, this means kind of meeting. Forgetfulness, if you are forgetting, it's a kind of freedom only. So that's how he feels about. A negative outlook never leads to a positive life. So if you have a mind with negative thoughts, definitely you cannot have a positive life. Certain qualities apparently negative in outlook may be having some positive characteristics also in them. Forgetfulness is one such quality. Forgetfulness is common, because of which forgetfulness takes place. If a child forgets to close the tap, it may be due to his or her playfulness. Even if we know the fact, we scold the child for not closing the tap. When mugging up her lessons, he or she forgets some words, some points. But in the case of an adult, forgetfulness is due to his age and weakness. And we also get some blessings due to forgetfulness. Forgetfulness is a boon, in other words, a blessing. Friendship continues because of forgiveness and forgetfulness. Sometimes we forget good deeds. As William Shakespeare says in his Julius Caesar, while addressing the Romans, the good is often buried with their bones. So whatever the people do good, they are always buried along with their dead body. That's how William Shakespeare feels about. Why don't we forget evil? Now when we forget evil, what happens? We always try to go ahead to do the good things alone, so that others as well as we can benefit. Indeed, forgetfulness is a kind of freedom from troubles and all our worries. Worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. So forgetfulness, in short, leads to a peaceful life. Now shall we get into the lesson to find what the author Robert Lind expresses on forgetting. Lind actually wonders at the great efficiency of human memory. A person usually remembers telephone numbers, addresses of his friends, appointments for lunch and dinner. According to psychologists, forgetfulness is mainly because of people's lack of interest. Young people forget matters because they are playful and have certain other glorious matters to remember. According to Lind, posting of letters is the commonest type of forgetfulness. The writer forgets umbrellas and walking sticks often. The players, boys in particular, are the citizens of dreamland. Their minds are filled with the vision of the play field. Their heads are among stars and their hearts in their boots. They have the worst memories. They live in the world of imagination. They are abstracted from the world around them. Anglers, poets are absent-minded. They are living in dreams. Composers have great ideas about music. The list of lost articles in London railway station and the sale of those articles made people wonder about the absent-mindedness of their fellow beings. People remember so easily the actors and actresses. Names of sports persons, name of the provincial hotel, names of friends, and appointments for lunch and dinner, because they have interest in these things. Whereas people forget to take medicines. Though we take medicines before or after meal, we forget to take medicines. It looked like absent-mindedness is quite common according to statistics. Only a methodical man takes medicine appropriately, except the moral giants. Others forget to take medicine in time. On the other hand, we never forget to take meal. In such circumstances, human memory works with less than its usual capacity. Medicine is supposed to be taken before, during, or after a meal. So, meal itself is a reminder of it. People forget to take medicines. They get prolonged illness. They are forced to buy medicines again and again. Hence, the chemists make fortunes out of the medicines people forget to take. The simplest thing is, don't forget to better yourself. People have too many worries from younger age to old age, and so they tend to forget. In another incident, the author Robert Lind says, the baby was taken out in a pram by his father. The baby's father, tempted by beer, left the baby in front of the public house. The baby was left alone in the pram. His wife, who came for shopping, was horrified to see her baby alone in pram. She wheeled her baby home, expecting the trembling face and the frustration of her husband. On the contrary, her husband was quite cheerful and asked her what was the lunch that day. He totally forgot that he had taken her baby out and had his lunch, which is a clear sign of his freedom, which means forgetfulness. Now have a glance at this to understand in gist on forgetfulness. According to Lind, the author, Forgetfulness is a virtue. According to Khalil Gibran, forgetfulness is a form of freedom. Psychologists feel that forgetfulness is due to lack of interest, and in general, forgetfulness depends on age, health condition, etc. So in conclusion, we can have these ideas. Forgetfulness is a form of freedom from worries. We forget our unwanted matters. We can't remember as well as store all the matters. Forgetfulness frees us from worries. Great scientists forget what happens around them. They are free to do what they think. Their mind is full of new ideas and glorious things. Composers have great ideas about music. So too, in every field and department, there are a number of men who achieve greatness as they are deeply involved in their own ideas and forget the other things. Two warring countries forget their differences, and it paves the way for the people's freedom. Hence, forgetfulness most often brings success and leads to a peaceful life. Hope you understood the lesson. And here is a simple work for you. I am going to give you 5 questions. Answer these in 1 or 2 sentences and send us back. Question number 1. Name a few things that a person remembers easily. Question number 2. How do psychologists interpret forgetfulness? Question number 3. What does the author mean when he says the letter in his pocket leads to an unadventurous life? Question number 4. Who are the citizens of Dreamland and why? The last question, number 5. What are the articles the author easily forgets? So answer these questions and send us. Hope you will do. Wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Thank you and God bless you. See you in the next class.